And what's up with it, my boy?
What's good,
What's
Steven?
good with it, boy? You doing good?
Good to see you, man. I ain't
Good
been
to
out-
see you.
Been out in the scene in a little bit, bro. This is
Nice
first
little
time-
minute, huh?
Yeah, first time I popped out in a minute, bro.
Shit. When's the last time all right, when's the last time I saw you?
Shit, probably like 2 years ago.
Shit, probably, huh?
Yeah, it was like two. Shit, it was
Like
probably,
2024?
Nah, I was probably back when y'all had the Flamingo. That was like 2023, 2022.
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Nah, like 4 years ago.
Yeah, cause I moved out here 2023, I graduated, and then I was really on my grind at that point. I wasn't doing nothing but working, trying to get my savings up and shit. So it was, I probably ain't seen y'all in a minute, bro.
Yeah,
probably like
no,
2-3
it's
years.
been a nice little minute.
Like,
Yeah,
we've been talking on Instagram.
yeah, we've been talking on Instagram
Yeah.
and stuff, checking up on you. I remember you
Yeah.
had your ear surgery.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, give me some detail. I never really asked you like what happened with all that.
Yeah, so I was on Lake Travis, and I was celebrating my buddy's birthday party, and I was had Don, tequila, everything. I was in that hell going crazy, and everybody was jumping from the top, and I was saying, hey, at Lake Travis when you got the party boats and shit.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you had the ladies was in the pool and they was there telling everybody to jump, and I'm like, shit. So I did a backflip. But I was so high up, my momentum made me do another backflip. But I wasn't ready for the second backflip, and so I landed on my ear, and all the water just like rushed into my ear and basically ruptured my eardrum. So like, I basically like it sounded like a gunshot went in my ear when I like landed into the water, and so I like got out. I like swam to the boat, and I couldn't hear nothing on this side of my ear. So I went to the ER, and they told me, yeah, you ruptured your shit, but they gave me some pills, and it was like it's probably gonna heal. Turns out I went to the ENT right after, like, cause it was like on Monday, and they told me, yeah, we just gotta wait and see. So they basically gave me the same medicine. I put it in my ear for like 2 weeks, and they said it's not healing up. So they had to figure out what was in my ear, like what had gotten into my ear, because it apparently had gotten infected. And then they give you antibiotics,
Yeah, of
but
course.
the antibiotics wasn't working. So they basically said I had like some of the most powerful like bacteria in my ear to cause it to like not heal up. So I got like super infected. So basically it was just resistant to all the stuff they was giving me. And so once it got infected, it's not gonna heal basically. So I had a ruptured eardrum that wasn't gonna heal, and they were basically saying I had to go to surgery to do it. So that surgery, I got my surgery right before Christmas, and like I couldn't do nothing. Like I couldn't cause like when they do your surgery, they basically have to take off, they basically have to go in your ear and basically like reconstruct your eardrum through so basically I got this cut right here.
Okay.
And that's where they took all the skin from. They basically made a skin graft. But while they do that, you can't, since it's like they can't stitch up your ear, you basically have to just like not do anything for like 2 or 3 months. And so
Now, when you say not do anything, meaning like what?
like I couldn't work out, I couldn't bend over, I couldn't do like a bunch of stuff. So like I had my family help me out for the past like 1 or 2 months.
Yeah.
And then after that, like you can't, like before that, you can't fly, you can't do nothing. So like you can't listen to like music and stuff like that. So it was just like crazy. So
You can't listen to music in general, or just like with no headphones?
no headphones.
Oh,
on.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And so it was weird because like you'll be listening to, since like your eardrum is basically like tuning itself, because the eardrum would tune itself. So what was weird is like I would be listening to music in the car, and like music would sound like a different pitch in his ear. So it'd be like, you'd be like March Madness is the key of F, but it would sound like two half steps higher. I'll be like, what the hell? So I called the doctor, and he's like, yeah, your eardrum is just tuning itself. It's just trying to, once it'll stop, and it basically did, which is crazy. So like after all that, I was cool. After that, I was recovered and everything like that. I'm back to doing music. I just gotta watch what I do on that side of the ear.
Damn, that sucks, bro. So man, you couldn't do no music or nothing during that. So that's why you kind of stepped away from music for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I stepped away.
You stepped away from streaming for a little while too, huh?
Yeah, I stepped away from like, honestly, I was just having like a whole crisis. I didn't really like know which way I wanted to go. Cause like I had been in school for so long. And so I was like, okay, I got my job, now what? You know what I mean? And I was just like in between everything. And then that kind of like messed me up even more because I was like, damn, that's the only, like music, the only thing that's been like consistent. Now I can't even do it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it kind of fucked my head up for a little bit. So I've been out the scene for a little bit. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting back to it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get back on everything, get back into the
So
scene.
can you hear pretty well in your ear though?
Yeah, so they did a hearing test on my ear. I can't hear my highs anymore on this ear.
Okay.
But everything else is like normal. So I can hear like the mids
and lows.
Yeah, but I can't hear a lot of high stuff.
High, like high pitches and stuff. Yeah.
So like I'll be talking, like if you talking to me and like you on this side and like there's like an air conditioner on this side, it's gonna be harder to hear you, but I can still understand what you're saying. Or you might have to talk louder.
Talk a little bit louder or something. Man, that's gonna be permanent too?
Yeah.
Yeah? Damn, bro.
It's like shit, man.
I mean, it could have been worse.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people. Like, it could have been worse. Like,
because they said if I didn't have the surgery, I would have lost all my hearing.
In both ears?
No, just in this
just
ear.
that one ear?
I would just been completely deaf in this ear.
Yeah.
So it could have been worse.
Damn. Okay, so you got your ear, ear done, ears back. Well, not back to normal, but back to being able to function and everything.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so you gonna get back into the music this year?
Yeah, I just dropped the album actually. I dropped This Feels Like Home. It was an album that I had a lot of stuff that I had made, but I was like, I was going through all that stuff, and so I was just like, I don't really want to post nothing. So that was kind of like my, hey, I'm doing my shit again. You know what I mean? And so I posted that. I'm working a lot more on my R&B, kind of focusing on the R&B aspect of it, because I feel like that's where, like, when I was rapping, like, it was cool and everything, but I felt like, I'm like, this sound like somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like my R&B kind of got, me and my buddy Jammo, we work on our beats so much that, it don't really sound like nothing else in the R&B space. So I'm like, I'm gonna focus more on that, focus more on writing the lyrics and everything like that. So I'm getting back into the music, and then eventually I'll get back into the scene and everything like that.
Yeah. Well, hey man, let people know where they can find you at. So when you do get back into the mix.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, the word O, the word 3, the word 6_. That's me. And then if you can follow 036 Country Club, that's where I'm gonna post all my news and then all my AI content. So stay tuned.
That's what's up, man. Hey, thanks for coming by.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's always good to see you, my boy.
Thank you, man.
Yo.